when you've got a presidential nominee bragging about grabbing a woman by her genitals, you know what I mean? But see, that's one thing, and I that is not locker room talk. Let's make that very clear. That's not locker room talk. I've been in many locker rooms. I've never heard anyone talk in that manner. You know, boys do have their banter. You know, they talk about, oh, I did this, I did that. Most of the time it's bullshit, right? Most of the time it's just guys bragging about something that.
But they're not bragging that they're forcing themselves on women based on the power they hold.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about. That it never goes to that level where it's like, wait a second, you did what? Like that's beyond reason, okay? But here's the main problem here. It's not so much what he said, which is a problem. It's how the people who support him responded or reacted. That they defended him
and made it. They justified
right.
it.
Yeah,
and really, it's a gateway into the culture that we're talking about. What he was saying is a gateway
right
into the culture, and we saw that earlier this year with Brock Turner, who was sentenced to 6 months and only served like 3 months.
Right, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of factors that come into play there. The fact that he's white is an absolute, factor with respect to his sentencing. I believe that 100%. Because not long after that there was, if I'm not mistaken, a Latino, a Hispanic man, who was accused of a similar crime, and he was put away. And he was hit hard. I don't know the specifics, but I know it was a much harsher penalty. That's a different story. That's a whole.
Right.
That's a different segment. But it was the way it was. I mean, yeah, there was public outcry and there was outrage. There were people that were like, "Hey, this is insane. I can't believe he's saying this." And then you had almost half the country, basically like. Yeah, he's just locker room talk. It's no big deal, And then you have women. This is the part that really blows my mind. Is you have Kellyanne Conway, his campaign manager, coming up there saying, "Oh, that's not what he's saying." So, we're a pretty smile and just absolute nonsense. Making up excuses. I mean, as a woman, as anybody, as a person, okay, that's offensive, dude. When I heard that, it wasn't a matter of me being offended as a man. It offended my sensibilities as a human being.
Right.
Okay, it was like this is not. And again, maybe it's because I have a daughter and I'm going to have another, and I think about these things, and yeah, it's like this is sickening. If anyone said that about my daughter, and I overheard it, I mean that's you're talking about.
It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, I mean
it's scary because you're saying from the perspective of being a father to a daughter, but I have a son who's growing up with this kind of culture, and really it's our job as parents to educate our kids.
Absolutely. That's without a doubt. And that's where it all lies in education and communication.
And having a conversation about it, communicating and conversing about it and asking your children questions, not only having them ask you questions, but asking your kids questions.
Right.